Hi there, I've been asked to make a video on the IEP process, or the Individual Education Plan. I am a teacher, as perhaps you can see from my hat here. The IEP process is a collaborative one involving a number of stakeholders. I'm here to speak about the role of the teacher specifically. The BC Ministry of Education stated succinctly the teacher's role in their 2016 Special Education Manual. It says, and I quote, "The teacher responsible for a student with special needs is responsible for designing, supervising and assessing the educational programme for that student." There's also lots of practical advice from the union, the BC Teachers Federation, about what that looks like and how teachers such as myself may work effectively with other professionals. But basically, some schools might have a special education coordinator, but if they don't, then it would fall on the teacher to gather together all of the information and consult with the different stakeholders in order to create the individual education plan. That plan will detail what the needs, what the designation of the student is. It will also indicate strengths and areas where they need to develop. It will identify some goals and strategies, adaptations, and in some cases modifications to the curriculum. And as a classroom teacher, I would then take that into account when I'm planning my program of instruction, learning strategies and assessments. So I would have to perhaps modify some of those things based on the IEP. Obviously I would have to liaise with other professionals in the school, probably most frequently with a teaching assistant if there's one for this student or this class, and that can be a very productive relationship where the teaching assistant helps to support the delivery of the IEP and can give feedback on the student progress with regards to their IEP goals. So that's about it for the teacher's perspective. I'll pass you now to the student's perspective. Hi there, I am the student, as you can see from my hat. I've been asked to contribute to this video about the IEP process. I've been involved with this for every year of my school existence. When I was a bit younger, I didn't really know too much about it. I guess it was just something that happened to me, I was told about. But now that I'm in senior school, I have a better understanding of how it works, and I've been encouraged to take ownership of the IEP process. So that means I'm asked about what some of my particular strengths are, things that I'm good at, and those things that I find a bit trickier. And along with my learning support teacher, we formulate goals which get divided into strategies. So that's particular things that I can do and work on that's going to help me graduate and hopefully go on to university. That's what I'm hoping. Hello there, I am the dad in this scenario, just back from a little cycle outside. So I've been asked to speak about the parents' position and responsibilities in the IEP process. A few years ago, when we first started on this journey with my son, I didn't really know too much about what my job was with the IEPs or even what I was allowed to do. But I've since found out that the schools, they have a responsibility to ask the parents for some input, you know, on what their kids doing well and what they're finding tricky in their academics, and even beyond academics, you know, like social aspects, things like that. So yeah, every year we go in kind of September, October time, and usually beforehand we're asked to provide some input, and then I get to hear from all the teachers in the room. It can be quite intimidating having all those teachers there, but since I've done it for a few years now, I feel a little bit more comfortable saying my piece and trying to get my message across. But yeah, it's basically putting some input into what I think the goal should be, what my son should be working on, and then usually towards the end of the year we have another meeting where we check what kind of progress has been made, whether those goals were effective, with a view to next year. And he's coming up towards graduation soon, hopefully. So that's really kind of trying to build his independence as well as his academic record that will get him into university and get rid of him. Okay, hope that was useful. Thanks. Hello there, I am Mr. Very Important School Principal here to talk about some of the admin, school and district level obligations with regards to the IEP process. So we have certain statutory obligations, such as scheduling time and allowing teachers and teaching assistants to attend meetings, making sure we maintain suitable classroom spaces and resources as required by all students, but in particular those students with IEPs. Above and beyond that, we're really, at my school, we're trying to move the ball forward when it comes to stakeholder participation in the IEP process, in particular parents, because sometimes we haven't always had success in the past in having parents join in. So we're really trying to be committed to best practice, and there's a few ways in which we're doing that. We're trying to always maintain good relationships, good relations with everyone in our community and with parents. So we're sending out regular short bursts of communication, having more open days and evenings where parents are invited to come in to the school to view art shows, sports games, that kind of thing, just to make parents feel more comfortable in the school environment. We also are trying to educate and empower our parent body so that they know what they are entitled to legally and how they might take a more active role in their children's education generally and with IEP process specifically. So we're running a series of workshops which are also live streamed for different cohorts, where we can explain that process and allow parents to ask any questions they might have. And the communication that we send home, especially when it comes to IEP process, we're trying to simplify it, to shorten the length and simplify the language, and even to provide it in a few different languages that are common in our community. And with these things, we're hoping that we're going to increase parent participation in the IEP process. Thank you.